Well, how you doing, family? I'm fixing to keep this 100, okay? Mama got to learn all the new sayings, okay? But anyway, I'm trying something a little bit different, and I am not formal, okay? Y'all, oh Lord, my nose is itchy. Lord and lady, look, I want to try something different, okay? That's why I'm doing this little side shot. Mama got her pajamas on and everything. Because you know what? I felt like it was some things that I had to say. You know how you sitting down, you're doing some things, and all of a sudden you want to talk and say some things. Well, there's some things I gotta say to you all. Some things I gotta discuss. So y'all, excuse the head rag, excuse the pajamas, but I want to talk. I can at least tie this up for you all, so that I can at least be halfway decent. Let me tie this little bow up for, the ones who would say, oh, mama's walking around here with her busters and shit. Look, just all fun and play games aside and everything. But yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk because there's some things that must be discussed. Okay? And I know that you all feel the same way mama feel, and the ones that don't feel the same way mama feel. But y'all please get off my channel because it's not for you, okay? I don't want you here, okay? But now, if you if you want to have an open mind, and some things my family might not agree on, some things my friends might not agree on, and some things the outsiders might not agree on. But if you just respect my opinion, I will respect yours too. But I'm fixing to talk to y'all. Look, y'all. I'm gonna be just random because I speak when the spirit tell me to speak. Okay, spirit tell me to say something. I'm gonna say it. I don't care how untimely it might seem. But check this out. I sat down and I thought about this a long time, and I realized, yeah, I'm looking dead at you. Yeah, I'm talking to you too. I realized that most of what happens to us, to me, to you, does not happen because it happens by a coincidence. It's all by design. It's all by design. I was just sitting here thinking really hard when I was looking at a couple of these cockroaches and stuff crawling around in my house. Y'all, everything ain't what you think it is. Okay? Everything ain't what you think it is. You have to really sit down and think really hard about some of the things you look at and observe and try to make some understanding and meaning out of it. Okay? Now these cockroaches, water bugs, whatever you want to call them, are different. I noticed they ain't the same. They like they programmed. Okay? These things are programmed. A lot of people might think it's far fetched, think mama just out of her head or whatever, thinking irrationally, illogically, but you live long enough, you'll see what I'm talking about. These cockroaches ain't the same. Because what I have figured out is just too many of them in my particular city. Okay? And I'm in the deep south. It's too many. It's too many. I've lived in different places and I've never seen so many cockroaches just taking over the place in my life. I've never seen it. And they have an intelligence. They have an intelligence. You can say something. You can tell them where to go and they'll go in that direction. You would tell them what you don't want them to do and they do just the opposite of what you tell them. You know what I'm saying? You might say, well, let me rephrase that. It's just like it was one crawling by my bathtub up on the wall like that. They're really bad where I'm at. Cockroaches are out of hand here. They are out of hand. I don't care what you can bring Orkin, you can bring any pest control company you can imagine out to your house and spray. You can't get rid of them. There's been times I have done night walks and the streets are crawling with cockroaches. They're everywhere. They are taking over Alabama. Okay. It might not be where you at, but in the city parts, they are taking over. I saw one when I was getting on the ramp to the freeway, and they move faster than a car. And I was like, look at him. If I can only drive over him. It would make my day, but they can move. They can move. What I'm getting at is this. I've been thinking heavily on the government. Okay. Um, I can't say that it's a citywide government, local government, federal government, worldwide government, intragalactic government, uh, universal government. I just don't know. You understand? But there's some type of power out there, but you just can't put your finger on it. I believe they take them cockroaches to laboratories, and I do believe that they have some type of nanotechnology within them. Okay? These things are programmed to carry different sicknesses, different ailments, to give off, you know, um, I don't know the words, gases or whatever to genetically change or destroy your DNA. Now, a lot of people probably won't agree with that, but cockroaches have been known for many of years to carry along pestilence. Pestilence, okay? Pestilence, pest, sicknesses, diseases. TBs is one of the most known pests for the cockroach to carry. And I do not believe that it's a coincidence that is so many of them roaming around in the city. They are all over the public library. You got about 4 or 5 public libraries, and they just can't spray enough to get rid of them. And I do believe they carry so many sicknesses. Okay. Do you know that the enemy is not the person that's a different color than you are, a different religion than you are? Okay. The enemy is the particular power that controls whether you eat this, you eat that, you see this, you see that, you wear this or you wear that. That's the enemy. Okay? Don't you forget that. This enemy has the ability, you understand what I'm saying? To decide, what type of sickness you gonna have and how you gonna die of this particular sickness and when you're gonna die. Everything is by design. Nothing around you is by coincidence. The reason why I brought that up is because I know for sure, because the spirits have shown this to me. I feel in myself, I'm an oracle, and that the spirits speak to me and the ancestors come to me. And it's so much that I need to talk to y'all about. I don't even have enough time to go deep into this thing, but so many things have been shown to me. I can just close my eyes and see most of what's going on in so many different places. I don't even have a clue who these people are that are working and engineering this matrix. Them cockroaches, I'm not no fool. They go in laboratories, okay, and they use the DNA offspring of these particular pests, and they program whatever they want them to carry, whatever type of sickness they want them to carry. And when these airplanes are flying over your head, they actually drop and release the eggs of these infected. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, what's the word? Intentionally infected cockroach eggs or whatever onto the masses because they're trying to depopulate. They're trying to control how many people on the planet, and it has nothing to do with your race. Now, they may concentrate on some particular areas heavier than others. Poorer areas will be concentrated on more heavily. Certain races will be concentrated on and targeted more heavily. But the whole target is to concentrate on the masses because that's their enemy, the masses. And so that's why there's so much competition and a lot of anger towards the races, the cultures, the religions, because that's the way that these particular powers have designed it. It's been designed to be that way because they know that as long as there is no unity within the masses, then that they never will have to worry about them losing their power. They won't have to lose their power. They know they can't lose their power because we're too busy bickering about religion, bickering about class, bickering about race, bickering about just stupid stuff, and you just don't have time to really tap into a higher power, which they have gotten the time to tap into that higher power, because they realized that none of that made any difference to color, race, religion, creed, all those things. They have evolved so until they know that it's not about that. So when you evolve and you realize what's important, you can focus on those important things, but you can't when you're bickering. You can't when you're busy working and struggling to make sure the bills get paid. When you're busy watching TV trying to have what they want you to think is the dream, the so-called dream, to strive for those things that most of us won't have. When we're busy concentrating on those things, then it keeps us distracted, so we can't concentrate on what's real. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So, they have all of us set up as slaves. We're all slaves, and we'll always be slaves until we realize what's really important. What's important is to ignore really what's going on in the TV. On the TV, it has no. What's on television has no. It has no essence to it. There's no substance to it. It's just like eating a cake and getting all these hundreds of calories, versus eating something with high calories in it that grows from the ground naturally. Like you got a whole lot of calories in a cake, but no substance to give you any energy, anything, versus eating a banana, which banana is going to give you some potassium and some other natural things, is what I'm saying. TV has no substance to it. It really does not make sense to watch it. My children are in there watching it now, but there's no substance in that. It's a way to program you and condition your mind. And as long as you're watching it, then you cannot concentrate on those things that matter. Sometimes you just have to go in a dark room, cut the TV off, the lights off, and allow your body to do what it came here to do, to receive messages from the higher powers. And I'm not talking about those powers that control you and create and make slaves out of you. I'm talking about those powers that were here way before they got here, the powers that they are tapping into. Once you begin to tap into the powers that they tap into and leave all that other bull crap alone, you understand, then you can become a master. But I just wanted to talk about that cockroach entity to let you all see that a lot of these diseases that most people suffer from, like cancer and you know hepatitis, none of that is natural. Diseases are not natural, people. Diseases are created by these powers, these adversaries. You understand? These intragalactic creatures. Okay? The reason why I say that, because this thing is just not a physical. It's not a physical adversary that's working against you. Okay? It's an intragalactic adversary, one that is able to reach into the matrix on a physical level as well as a intergalactic level. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that is because one day I was just sitting here and I realized, and I was just looking and I was just seeing, you sit in the dark, you will see things that with the lights on you wouldn't see. And I saw, and I'm not under the influence of any type of drugs. You know what I'm saying? If you want to count vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, B12s, if you want to count them as drugs, then those are the drugs that I am under the influence of. Okay, okay. No street drugs, no pharmaceutical drugs. Every now and then I might have to take an allergy pill. I haven't had my allergy pill. That's why I've been rubbing my nose. Okay. You cut your lights off and you tune yourself with the universe. And you will see what's around you. So you got to realize the physical body does not possess the sensors, okay? Okay? Or the senses of what it takes to see what's within the matrix. That's why you cut your lights off so that the third eye can turn itself on. Okay? I can see the lights brightening up. Okay? When that third eye cuts on, okay, you can see what's really around you. And you will be surprised. Okay, y'all, let me stop this because I don't want to lose this, okay? And I'm coming back for another part two, okay? Bye bye.